Hi. Hi and welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in, don't worry. I know I'll be able to say welcome back to you too because you're going to like this video. Gotta first like it, okay? Then you're going to subscribe to this channel. Listen, I noticed that I have way more viewers than subscribers. So if you like the content, hit subscribe button, okay? It lets me know that what the videos that I'm doing are helpful to others and you want to see more of them. and then it'll truly be a welcome back. Psalm 73:26 says, "My flesh and my heart fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." Okay, so I feel like lately my videos have been like, listen, look at what I did type of videos, you know? But today's video is gonna be more of a, ooh, listen, look at what I did kind of video, because I'm going to be talking about when I failed my NCLEX. Yep. Don't want to think about it. Don't want to go down that memory lane, but I feel like it's important to talk about failures when you talk about successes, because you don't want to mislead people and be like, yeah, you know, you can get success without failures. That's not the case. Okay, let's stop. Like, can I have like a moment with television and social media real quick? Like, we all know we fail. We all don't like talk about it. I understand that. Like, I understand that. We need to start normalizing failure, even though, listen, we don't have to accept failure, but we do have to recognize that it's a process to getting to where you want to go, okay? Failure is literally just a process to get you to succeed. Honestly, there's no such thing as success without failure. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You're gonna get your ego hurt sometimes, okay? You're going to find out that you don't know everything that you think you know, okay? So, I feel like let's start off with, you know, a good energy, a good vibe. Okay, first, you know, let's paint the picture, okay? So graduation in May, you know, I graduated 2020 and I was happy. I was on like cloud 9. Wait, hold up. Is that the right phrase? I don't even know if that's the right phrase, but I was extremely happy. Let's just keep it at that. I was extremely happy. I was honestly trying not to let the pandemic ruin my celebration at all whatsoever. I was like, I am going to say that, you know what? Good is going to come out of this. Good is going to come out of this pandemic, because all I was seeing was bad all around. I want to like honestly give a shout out to my brothers, because my photo shoot day, oh man, I put them through a lot. I'm like looking back at it and I was like, yo, listen, they honestly spoiled me that day. The way I was acting, oh man. I just want to take a moment to talk to people who say, oh, guys can't take photos. Listen, I think I'm gonna put my photos up here and just debunk that myth, you know, just say that's a whole lie out here, okay? Like, I don't know how many photos I'm gonna put up. I feel like I'm probably gonna put up like 2 or 3, give or take type of situation. I was happy, you know. I was feeling myself. I was like, you know what? Let me take 1 week off from graduation. Graduated, took a week off, okay? And then I went into grind mode. Like, I literally was like, you know what? We have a pandemic. I'm upset that we have a pandemic during my graduation time, but this allows me to study, okay? Because nobody's allowed to go hang out. Everything is closed all around us. So let me take the time to study. So I decided, you know, to study my butt off. Like, I honestly took studying so seriously. I created a whole calendar and everything. Like, oh my gosh, if you see my other videos, the calendar that's usually like right next to me, like right there, that I literally bought that calendar just so I can study for the NCLEX. I was so serious and dedicated to this exam, man. So, you know, I did my whole planning of a whole month, my studying schedule and everything. And then that's when, our school had us like apply. I believe it was like I believe we applied like a week before we finished our exam. Like after we finished our final grade, like final exam, that's when we applied. And I literally did the whole application process and everything. And then I was just waiting for my ATT number. So that's where the reality of the pandemic hit for me. Because I was like, I'm not going to let this ruin my mood. Like, this pandemic's not going to ruin anything for me. And, well, it was time for me to get my number. And that number, my ATT to come in, it literally took like 2 months just for me to receive a number for me to take an exam. And then, do you know what else was great? You know what else was great about that 2 month wait? I studied my butt off because I created a calendar for 30 days. I was not expecting myself to wait 2 months in order for me to be able to test. So I created a calendar for 30 days. I did my whole 30 days. I was like, you know what? Let me just focus on this calendar. Let me finish everything that I got to do. And I will worry about my authorization letter number later. I probably will get it while I'm waiting and studying and all of that. That's what I thought in my head. Oh man, cute naive Monique. Oh gosh, we gotta love her. So I waited and I finished my whole month, and then my authorization still did not come. I was like, what is going on here? So I literally went onto my Facebook group and I was seeing all these people like, yes, I got my authorization letter. Yes. Oh my gosh. I was able to like put my appointment and everything. Like, I'm scheduled to take my exam this and this date. And other people were like, yes, I already took my exam. Some people were out here already taking their exam and I'm over here waiting for a testing number. And I'm like, what the freak is going on? Why am I not getting my testing number? Type of situation. So I told myself I'm not going to freak out. I'm just going to focus on this calendar because I did tell myself I was going to give myself a month to like study and review. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a month to study and review anyways. So if my authorization come during the month that I'm studying, no stress, no nothing, no worries. Like, everything will be cool. And then the month ended, okay? And then I was like, no, what's going on here? Because this is not making any type of sense. It's not making sense. Why am I waiting for this number so long? So I went on the Facebook group, and people who were like literally trying to figure out what the heck was going on, they were literally I learned so much about the government while I was waiting for this number and while I was searching for this number. Tell me how everybody in my district, I emailed them, I called them, I left voicemails messages. Oh my gosh. Listen. Please learn who's in your district so you can get a hold. So while I was emailing and calling them, I feel like I annoyed them so much to the point that they were like, hey, listen, we will try our best to figure out what is going on here also. So they looked into my case, and it took another month for them to like figure everything else out. And during that month, I was like kind of, I wouldn't say stressed, but I was annoyed. And when I'm annoyed, it's hard for me to focus on anything else while I'm annoyed, because I'm just like, bro, listen, like, I like solving things, okay? I'm like a doer. I'm a like, listen, let's do this type of situation. I don't like talking. I feel like it's wasting my time. We wasted both of our time and air. Like, no, okay, just no. As soon as the person in the government came back to me, he was like, listen, I spoke to the people and this is what they said. I got my authorization number literally the next day. I was like, all right. You know what? I'm happy. It was towards the end of July. I was like, you know what? I'm happy. Okay. I'm just glad that this thing is literally over with and I can have my number and I can schedule myself to test. Oh, sweet, naive Monique. Oh man, we gotta love her. So the pandemic threw another surprise at me. All of the testing centers around me were either closed or booked up for the next 2 months. I'm like, why? Why me? Like, why is this happening to me? Not like the pandemic is happening to everybody in the world. I'm like, no, why is it happening to me? Oh my gosh. Okay. So then I was literally on that website like crazy trying to find an appointment. Maybe somebody can cancel their appointment and I can snatch it up real quick, type of situation. So that's what I was trying to do. And I literally looked all over near me, couldn't find nothing. I had to literally go to another state and I was able to find something literally in the next 2 weeks. So I was like, yes, I was so happy. I was ecstatic. I was like, finally, like I don't have to wait 2 months. I can do 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I don't mind, I don't mind. Like it's going to give me time to like review things and like, continue testing and all that type of situation. So another hurdle came. Yeah, we love our journeys, okay? We really love our journeys. So another situation came to the fact of like, I was watching YouTube videos that's mentioned, do not tell anybody when you are testing, okay? Literally, just go to the testing center. You will literally have no type of pressure whatsoever. I was like, like, I understand that, I get it. I get that tip. Oh, I'll also make tips video later about the NCLEX if that's something that you guys would like to see. I will literally just put it out there because that's something that I was searching for around this time. So, I I went and told a couple of people that I was testing and they were hyped. They were like, finally, you got your appointment, and they were like, where is it at? And then they were like, you know what? We want to support you during this journey. We want to take you there. And then I was like, no. It's cool. Like I'm literally going to have pressure if you take me there. And I don't want to think about other things besides, that exam. And that's it. Like, I don't want it to be too much pressure on me. And they were like, no, like you will literally... It will relieve your pressure if, you don't have to think too much about things. We literally take care of everything for you. We just want to be there to support you. And, I understood the love that they were trying to give. Like, I understand it, but, if you know yourself and you know the type of person you are, like, honestly, when big things happen to me, like, I like to internally deal with them first and then tell other people about it because, yeah, that's just me, I guess. So I was trying to be like, no, literally, I need to do this on my own. And they were like, no. And I was like, yes. And they were like, you know what? It created like this whole tension and I couldn't focus on nothing else during those 2 weeks. Like I was literally so mad and so upset. And I'm just like, this is like a huge thing that's happening to me right now. Why is no one listening? Why is everyone trying to tell me what I need? And I'm just like, bro, like, can you just take a leap of faith and just listen? Like, I understand you literally want to be there and support me, but I was like, bruh. So I was like, you know what? Let me just cave in to keep the peace. I just want to keep the peace and focus. And as soon as I did that, guess who wasn't able to focus? Yeah. I was literally kept thinking about it. I was like, what the freak is going on here? Like, I'm literally telling you what I need and you're telling me, no, that's not what you need this. And I'm like, ugh. So I literally, for those 2 weeks, I couldn't focus. And literally as we were driving to the testing center, I was literally in my head like, bro, listen, like with the way the NCLEX is set up, you either can get the minimum amount of question or the maximum amount of question. And I didn't want to show how fearful I was, how scared I was. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get the minimum amount of questions, and you can wait out here for that amount of time, like an hour. I'll be done in an hour. Baby girl. Hey, literally, when I was 10 questions, I can't, I'm holding the mic, but 10 questions away from the minimum amount of required questions, I was like, okay, you know what? Listen, I need to buckle down and I need to be serious, because I told these people that I was going to be done in an hour. So I need to come on now, let's get this done type of situation. So that put more pressure on me. So I started literally just double reading everything. And you know what comes with double reading? Some people, it helps some people to read the question twice to make sure that they know what the question's asking them. But to an overthinker, hey, reading something twice, oh man, you start creating stories in your head. I was like, oh gosh. So I got one question away from the minimum required questions. I believe it was 65 or 60, something like that. I think it was 60. They what is it called? Minimize the amount of required question because of the pandemic. They didn't want a lot of people to stay there for a very long time. So, oh man. Literally when 59 came, my heart was pounding. And then 60 came. My heart was pounding. I was like, okay, it's going to shut off. And guess what? Sweet, naive Monique. We got to love her. So 60 came and 60 went. 61 came and 61 went. 62 came and 62 went. 63, 64, 65, 66. I took all of the question. And some of you might be like, hey Monique, if they're giving you more questions, that means that the exam feels like you are able, you're there, you just need a little bit more questions in order to succeed. It literally believes in you, that it's giving you more chances. That's not what Monique was thinking. All that was in Monique's mind is, what the frick is going on? Why is this thing not shutting off? That is all that was going on in my head at that moment. I was like, oh my gosh. Literally, I was 3.5 hours in and I was not done. I was like, I was going to finish this exam in 1 hour. What the freak is going on? So, I took all the questions. Took me 4 hours because I literally was freaking out with every single question. I was double reading it and everything. I was like, yo, listen, I need this to shut off, okay? And shut off doesn't mean that you succeeded. Shut off just means that the exam sees what type of person or what type of nurse you're going to be. It literally, it can shut off in the minimum amount of questions and you can still fail. So me getting questions, my exam was like, listen, we trust you, okay? We believe in you. You got this. I didn't take it like that. I didn't take it as you got this. I took it as you're just not succeeding. That's what I took it as. I literally am saying this story and I'm reliving it right now and I'm like, bro, you messed up your chance, but it's cool. We're nurses out here. It's cool. So I literally I went all the way to the end. And that day, not only was I pissed, but I was also sad. That is the worst combination to have in the world. I was pissed and I was sad. I was pissed at the fact of I didn't want the pressure. I knew I was going to feel the pressure, but it was given to me. I was sad at the fact of I literally did not take the chance that I did not take advantage of the opportunity that I had. And I was sad at that fact. And I was also sad at the fact that I allowed other people's emotion to have so much control over me. From this story, I don't want you to take it away as me blaming somebody else that I failed. No, literally, I allowed whatever they did to control my feeling and to control my outcome, which is the worst thing that you can do. I don't want to say the worst thing you can ever do, type of situation. That's a little bit dramatic, but it's something that you should try to avoid to do. Like, don't allow other people action hinder your performance. Just don't allow that at all whatsoever. I waited for the quick results. I got on the phone with one of my girls. I love you. You know who you are. And it said failed. And sweet, naive Monique, we gotta love her. She was like, nah, this is a mistake. I ain't fail. No, I ain't fail. Really, I was in denial for the rest of the day. I was like, nope, they made a mistake. You know what? Let me wait for tomorrow because, listen, these results, they're not, the final say type of situation. Waited the next day, still said failed. I was like, what the freak? I failed. And do you know, some people will deal with their emotions when they fail. Me? No. I started picking up so many projects and try to be as productive as I could be. That is like literally the worst coping mechanism you can have. Okay, it's not the worst. Again, being dramatic. But I literally started trying to cope with that failure with me replacing it with being productive in other areas of my life. I started a whole bunch of projects and I was studying. I gave myself no type of free time whatsoever. I was literally studying or project. And you know what? I don't regret all the projects that I started because I started this YouTube channel because of that whole moment in my life, okay? And I also started another project that's coming into play. I don't really want to say what it is yet, but you'll know when you know. And then I also started a whole bunch of online, like Shopify type of situation. And the whole pandemic pressure of being productive too, like, bro, you've been wasting your time all this time. Like, you have the internet, there's so much money that you can make online and type of situation. Don't get me wrong, I did make money online, which I was kind of shocked about. I was like, oh shoot, I didn't know you could be making money like this type of situation. So I did make money online, but that's why they said money doesn't buy happiness, because during that time, while on the outside it looked like I was succeeding, on the inside, bruh, I literally did not confront my feelings at all whatsoever. And I'm not a great person to deal and confront feelings. I literally, if I feel a certain type of way and I don't like it, I will literally ignore it and keep it pushing type of situation. Again, the worst mechanism you could ever have. But, yeah, so that happened. And then, you know how it took a long time for me to get my ATT the first time? Imagine failing and also waiting for your ATT. Oh, man. Hey, that was a fun time too. Hey, but I will have that in a part 2 because this video is getting mighty long and I don't want long videos out here. So thank you for tuning in. This was more of like a story time type of situation. Not too many editings, not too many glitz and glamour, but it's just me being transparent and yeah, discussing about a time. Like, I'm literally trying to grow from that characteristic. Like, I don't want to have so much shame on failure, so I'm trying to like lighten it up. That's why I literally was able to smile in this video. If I did not read so many books on failing and so many books on success, actually I stumbled on books on failing because, you know, when I started all them projects, I started reading books on businesses, okay, and how to start businesses and that type of situation. And I literally stumbled in the realm of, in the business world, they literally don't put so much shame on failure. They actually uplift it. They're actually like, listen, when you fail, you're this much closer to your success. Like, it literally only takes one person to say yes for you to take off, honestly. And when you do take off, you will still fail at one point in your life during your journey. So failure is not like a period that's it, that's all you can do type of situation. It's more of, okay, that didn't work, so what we doing next? you know. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I will literally make a part 2 about how I passed my exam, and then I will literally make another video on tips and tricks on how to make it different, because not only do you have to know the content, but you also got to be in the right mind frame to take these exams. Because honestly, if you're out here trying to take the exams without being in the right mind frame and being like, okay, I know the content and that's all that matters, good luck. All right, thank you. And I feel like I already said thank you and goodbye, and I just keep rambling on. So bye.